I used to walk around a production floor with magnetic flags, looking for jobs that needed to go out that day. We had no tracking system and a backlog that was weeks behind. Months later, I knew where everything was from my desk. I didn't have to walk around, and we had 0 late deliveries. Here's how being lazy led me to build a $2 million manufacturing. Picture this. Every morning, my production planner would email me rows from an Excel spreadsheet with hot jobs highlighted. I'd print it out and walk up and down the production line and literally putting magnetic flags on jobs that had to ship that day. This drove me absolutely crazy. Not because it was hard work, but because it was stupid work. There had to be a better way. I was a production supervisor at a major manufacturer, Lean Six Sigma black belt, and apparently too lazy for my own good. And that laziness changed everything. I saw that we had these old Excel-based tack boards that our manufacturing engineering department had built years ago. They showed how many jobs were started, how many went through QC, and how many went to shipping. Isolated systems built with Excel spreadsheets that calculated where we should be based on the time of day versus where we actually were. Here's the thing that caught my attention. They scanned the same ID number that my planner was sending me every morning. I thought maybe we can merge these together somehow. So I got the spreadsheet from the planner, asked the ME department where are these on the share drive, and then I started building macros to pull the data in. And I used a simple VLOOKUP to merge everything together. Suddenly I had a column with my jobs and a time that job went through that workstation. So instead of walking around with flags, I had a screen that showed me where every job was on the production line, not just the hot ones. And it was in near real time. Well, it at least gave me the start, the middle, and the end. But that was like a 10,000% improvement over the data that I had, which was just a printed table, handwritten notes on a clipboard. But this was just the beginning. As time went on, I kept improving the system, adding more stations, creating more entry forms for each workstation, kept merging more and more data. As more data merged, the spreadsheet slowed down. So it went from like taking 1 minute to refresh to like 8 or 9 minutes to refresh. Then we switched to Office 365. And that changed everything. I started using that infrastructure. Forms, SharePoint, Excel Online. I rebuilt the system in the online infrastructure. Now everything refreshed so much faster. Data was captured so much faster. And eventually I was pulling data directly from SAP using macros. Tracking the bill of material for each job, comparing it with a live Kanban system that I'd built to track our inventory levels. All in Excel. So the system would output exactly how many parts I needed to order and how many prioritized by their urgency. The results? We went 3 straight months with 0 late deliveries. 0. None. Nada. And then COVID hit. But that's a different story. Kind of out of everyone's control. But we went from absolute chaos to me having complete production control. Real-time visibility into every job, every workstation, and every bottleneck. All because I was too lazy to walk around with magnetic flags. My name is Dan, and I've spent over a decade in manufacturing and the military, respectively. I currently work for a global manufacturer within production and process optimization. But here's the thing. I learned everything I know about building these systems from YouTube videos, Google searches, forums, no computer science degree, no expensive classes or consulting, just problems that needed solving and the determination to figure it out one step at a time. So on this channel, I'm going to show you exactly how I built the system. Not theory, the actual Power Query code. How to do the SharePoint connections, the Excel automation, everything. Because here's what I've learned. Most small manufacturers don't need multi-million-dollar software. I was running a production line worth tens of millions of dollars via Excel and Microsoft Forms. You don't need smart solutions built by people who don't understand your problems. They need smart solutions built by people who understand their problems, the people who deal with them every day. You can do this. If you're tired of expensive software that doesn't work, consultants who don't get it, and doing things the way it's always been done, this channel is for you. I'm going to rebuild this entire system from scratch, on camera, and teach you every step. We'll start with the basics and work our way up. I'm going to be helping you build the systems that'll accelerate your lean journey. Subscribe if you want to learn how to build manufacturing systems that actually work. And drop a comment with your biggest production challenge. I read every single one. Don't do dumb shit. Be lazy instead.